start off with the Bills.
Let's go to them.
What's next for the Buffalo Bills? Like, where do we go from here? Like, it's been, 3 years in a row now? 4 years in a row?
3 years in a row. 3 years.
And two of them were to the Kansas City Chiefs, and the other one was to the Bengals?
Yeah. So to the Bengals. They had this meme of Stephon Diggs looking away, like basically looking at the score. At the end of the game, he keeps looking away. It's sad for him. I know they was getting on to him because he didn't really talk to the press, and he was pissed, and he kind of showed up Josh Allen, during the sidelines during the game, and I mean, me personally, I don't mind that because you want to win. You're probably tired of losing. I mean, you guys are, again, if I'm him in his position, I'm trying to figure out what the hell happened. Like, not only were we, people had high expectations for us, but they were actually fulfilling them for the first half of the year. And then they just took a drop.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for them to lose to the Bengals,
home.
Yes, at home in the snow in their element.
27-10.
And it wasn't a loss. It was like they got dominated. All phases of the game. I don't know, man. It's a lie. I don't. What's next for them? You know what? They got to know that Joe Burrow's not here to play. I mean, he's here to stay.
Oh, Joe Burrow is back.
Joe Burrow's here to stay. And then people talk so much this year about Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, but it's Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's here to stay. He ain't going nowhere. He's not. He's not. He's like the anomaly, man. It's like, okay, where you come from? We expect for these two, but then you coming out of nowhere and just putting a wrench in our plans.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. The Bills, I think they got to. I don't know what they're gonna do with Von Miller. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with Von Miller. Well, no, it's not, because they signed him to what? He signed him
for 3 years. I think it was 3 years.
So he's coming back. So he'll rehab and come back, but he's not an every game. He's not an every down player. He comes.
He's not the Denver Broncos.
No, he comes in, but he makes those clutch plays when they need it. So, but you can't put all that around him. Mm-hmm. I think they need to really retool their defense. Like, I think the offense needed. I don't know what happened to them, but because they got offensive players, like they got Gabe Davis, they got Stephon Diggs. I forgot the tight end's name. Josh Allen is Josh Allen. I mean, I still don't. He's just.
But let me ask you this: do they have a legitimate run game? Because everything that you're saying right now is pass. Mm-hmm. I've always looked at Buffalo Bills as if, where's your legitimate run game? So, like, for example, the Dallas Cowboys, when Dak Prescott started, flinging the ball around and throwing interceptions and start fucking up, you know what they do? They go to the ground, ground game, and start running with Pollard and Zeke Elliott. Who else has a good ground game? The Bengals have a good ground game. The 49ers has a good ground game, and they can either use Debo or Christian McCaffrey. We saw this when the 49ers were playing against the Cowboys. They have a good ground game. I feel as if for Buffalo Bills, they need a ground game, and they need I'm not gonna say they need an elite defense, but they need something that can keep them in the game, that can change the field position. They don't have nothing that can. They don't really have a defense that can affect field position. You see what I'm saying? Like, when I watch the Buffalo Bills, they remind me of like Lincoln Riley when he was at Oklahoma and how he is now at USC.
Yeah,
can air it out, can put up some points, but for damn sure has a hard time stopping points. Like, looking at this game, they shut out Tennessee Titans. Oh wow, who has it? Because Tennessee Titans doesn't. What else do the Titans have right now? True. And then the LA Rams, well, we know what the LA Rams has been. They fell off the face of the planet. But then when they had to go play a team with some defense, like the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins, it became a different ball game. The game changed. That's when the thing changed. And you're looking at this right here, when they had to go play at the Baltimore Ravens, when they got Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen, you got some elite linebackers. We haven't even talked about, Peterson in the other corner and the safety. You got some good defense. They game 23-20, and that's without Lamar Jackson. So if they had to play the Ravens with the Lamar Jackson, they would have lost. They already lost to a Dolphins Bill. They got a quarterback that's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Buffalo needs a defense that can really affect game of possession, clockwise, field position. They need a defense that can really do that because they got everything you need. You got an elite guy. You got an elite quarterback. You got Stephon Diggs. You need to use James Cook more often, get him beefier, figure something out, do something to get your run game going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or get Josh Allen more involved
in
the run game. I don't know if they're trying to preserve him because they don't want him to get injured. But if they really want to go to the Super Bowl, they need to get some run game going because when you watch the games, they can pass all day.
Yeah.
It's just they don't have a defense that can keep up with them because the defense keeps staying on the field. They can't breathe fast enough. By the time the Bills hit the field, they score. Woo, touchdown. All right, well, let me suck in some more air real quick, and then run on the field. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a good point.
I don't really know what's really next for the Buffalo Bills because you have offensively you have weapons.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, and clearly you got a good head coach, a good offensive coordinator. You got good coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, you need to really look at and see where you're missing at, and that's where you need to focus at. If all things they need to do this year is they need to get a running back.
I was listening. They do. I was listening to somebody talking about Brian Daboll because he was the offensive coordinator last year for the Bills. Right? Yeah, he was right. Yeah, hold on.
Don't get me to guessing.
Hold on, let me fact check that real quick. Let me fact check that.
Why are you checking that? I really do feel, I kind of wonder like how Stephon feels like to leave Minnesota just to come to Buffalo Bills to get the same results.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't, the one good thing I would say is Stephon Diggs he got a better quarterback. He has a better quarterback.
Yeah, he was. Okay, yeah, he was. So he was the offensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills last year before y'all hired for the Giants this year. And I was I was listening to a podcast. Please, man, I definitely want to quote you because these were your words. Damn it. It was it wasn't like nobody big like Shannon Sharp or First Take. It was a sports podcast. Please forgive me for not saying. Oh, yes. The punter, the guy that had Aaron Rodgers on usually.
Yeah.
What's his name, man? Damn it. Whatever. But he talked a lot about, how Brian Daboll was such a big contributor to Josh Allen. He helped him because, they call him the quarterback whisperer because he's gotten Daniel Jones right. But a lot of his emphasis with, Josh Allen was protecting the ball, not making the wrong decisions. Not turning the ball over. Don't take the risk if it's not even worth it. And it was kind of like you seen Josh Allen kind of like the second half of the season just kind of revert back to how he used to play. Just take gutsy calls, just throw the ball, threw a lot of interceptions. So, but he just brought up a good point. He was like, having Brian Daboll was very instrumental in his growth as a quarterback, and this is the first year he didn't have him.
Yeah.
And he, kind of had, he didn't have free reign with Brian Daboll because he was like, you got to play this way. But whoever this coordinator is now, it's kind of like you got free reign, so might affect him as well. But it's just not just him. It's like you said, it's the defense and the running game is a really good point too.
Yeah. They need a running game. Yeah. All right. So let's go on to this next topic, man. And as always, everybody, remember, like, subscribe, comment when we appreciate everything that you've been doing. Y'all really helping us out, getting our channel to grow. But continue